Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Dude, I don't have to lend you no damn money. Shit. People make it seem like you owe it to them, man. I'm going through something, man. I need a few dollars into such and such before I can get back on my feet, man. I ain't got it. Dude, man, why every time I ask people for help, they ain't have it? I said, man, because every time somebody asked you for it, when they needed it and you had it, you did the same damn thing. I said, what you expecting to happen? You expected people to give you and you wouldn't give them, man. But, I don't got to give nobody my money. I said, nobody got to give you theirs either, man. You know what? Look, I loaned somebody some money once. They paid me back. I loaned them some money the second time, which went up, like they asked for a certain amount the first time. It was reasonable. And I got my money back the second time. It went up astronomically a little bit. It was like the first time they asked to borrow $20. Okay, loaned them the $20. Next time they asked to borrow 100. Loaned them the 100. Got it back. Third time they asked me for something, and I said no. Oh man, it's like that. I said it's like that, bro. I said I don't have to loan you shit. Man, I always pay you back. I said, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with it. When I say no, that's no. Dude, we ain't making this shit no habit. I'm not a bank. I'm not getting interest from this. Dude, because sooner or later they ain't gonna pay you back. That's just the way how it goes. They get you in that, they lull you in with that shit. Then after a while, oh man, they ain't got it. Oh, motherfucker, I lent somebody some money. This motherfucker disappeared. He ghosted me. It was only $20, but $20 is a lot of damn money back when I was working a nickel and dime ass job. Dude, that's the thing that I was looking at. I said, man, my mama sat me down and said, look, if you lost a friend for $20 damn, he wasn't your friend in the first place. She said, look, just count it a blessing that the Lord took this person out your life and all it took was $20 damn. Wasn't a lot of hemming and hawing, just $20. Move on. So this person came back in my life, ain't shit happened, man. Seriously, like ain't shit happened. Sitting here with they monkey ass trying to say, oh man, what's up? What's going on between us, man? I said, motherfucker, you owe me money. You making it seem like you don't owe me money. You make it seem like you didn't just burn the damn grass and scorch the land and shit. Like you didn't pour gasoline and kerosene and propellant all over this shit. Oh man, if that all it takes to fix this shit, here go that money on you. Take it. So I took it and I said, don't talk to me no more, man. That's it. I said, man, you trying to make a production of shit like, I'm in the wrong, like you the victim. Motherfucker, you borrowed from me. I didn't borrow from you. You told me a date you was gonna pay me back. And that's what I went by. I didn't call you before. I didn't call you during. I called you on that exact same date you told me. And that's what it was. I said I stood on business because, it's respect. You tell me you don't pay me a certain time, that's when I come calling. But before that, I ain't no fuck with you. But, I looked at it like this, man. Dude, if you borrow money from this guy, this dude will call you all day, every day, asking about that money. You sure you going to be able to pay me back on this date? I said, damn, bro. I told you I was going to pay you. Oh, man, you sure? Man, I just gave him the money earlier. I said, here go the money right here, bro. I said, I ain't got time for that shit. I said, I don't know, whatever it is you got going on. But I said, I don't want no parts of that. So, me and this person, we used to be cool with that shit, right? I told him, I said, oh man, I don't loan money. Oh man, it's like that. I said, I don't loan money to friends and to people I don't know. I don't loan money. I said, I don't loan money, period, bro. You can get that shit out. Oh man, you you don't loan money. You buy lunches. I said, what the fuck would I buy man a lunch for? What the hell wrong with you? You got your own money. You sitting here with over a $200 pair of shoes and you think I'm gonna buy you lunch? Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. See, this is what's wrong with people. That entitlement nature, like somebody owe them something. Like your family never told you no. Like you being an asshole wasn't a bad thing. Oh, that's just his personality. No, he's an asshole. Don't talk to him like that because he don't know. Yes, he does know. He doing that shit on purpose. You gotta check a motherfucker, bro. You gotta put them in their place. You gotta belittle a motherfucker until they understand you don't talk to me like that. Dude, I had to check this motherfucker so hard there was a check mark on the front of his face and on the back of his head. I'm not playing with you, bro. You talking about, people don't deserve the shit they have. Motherfucker, I'm out here working my ass off. I don't see you working. I don't see you doing a damn thing. I see your parents paying for every damn thing, and you entitled. You thinking you shouldn't have to do shit, man? Why every damn body else out here got to work their ass off to get what they want? You sitting here running around here talking about you should just be able to get this period, just on principle. What they doing it at? You got to tell me what the hell they doing it at, bro. I'm sitting here trying to understand for the life of me what the hell really going on with our generation. These youths that we got, sitting here telling us what we doing and what we ain't doing, man. Get the hell out of here, man. It's so much shit that don't make sense that ain't made sense in a long ass time. Dude, I've been sitting here for so damn long trying to understand shit. But people really fucking me up here. I'm just really lost for words at times, man. When I see shit, I'm like, man, we really doing this now, right? This is what we doing? Man, I'm just saying it just like this, man. I need some time just to be away from some of these damn people. Because they're not talking about shit, anything that's worth anything, bro. I'm buying what I'm buying. They see you buying stuff. You got money. They see you working hard. They over there begging you like, man, you ain't got no money, man, and I have to spend my money on this, man, and I'm hungry. Bruh, I ain't hearing none of that shit. I got bills. I got kids. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Look, you got a whole ass family, but you won't ask your family. Dude, you ever had some of those family members who ain't, some of those friends who were down and out for a while and they needed a place to stay? They were coming to ask to stay with. Dude, I was living by my damn self at the time. I just got on my feet. I was a young man, in my 20s, man. I had my place, man. Man, my mama put me out, man. I need a place to stay. I'm going to come stay with. Oh, hell no. Bro, oh, why? We boys, man. I said, no, man. That don't work on this. Boy shit don't have nothing to do with this. This is my place, bro. I ain't having nobody in here. Why not? I said, man, please. I ain't don't have nobody in here who ain't got a job, who ain't got, nothing. And you don't come in here basically like you running shit, and I'm going to have hell and high water to get you out of here. I said, man, I ain't got time for that. Oh, man, you about to end a friendship over this? I said, man, if a friendship end over this shit, then let it be. I said, man, but I'm going to tell you something. You ain't going to use me. I don't give a fuck what you got going on with your mom and daddy. They ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Same thing happened with a chick, man, that I was saying, man. She was like, yeah, me and my mama and daddy getting into it, man. And they telling me I'm going to have to leave. I'm coming to stay with you. I said, no, you not. No, you not. I said, you ain't coming to stay with me. I said, you ain't got no job. You ain't got no way to feed yourself. I said, you ain't got shit going. Oh, but you would have sex every night. I said, I have sex every night now. Whether it be with you or not. I said, I'm having it every damn night. I said, we ain't in no exclusive relationship. You ain't coming to stay with me. You ain't fucking up my peace. People don't understand, bro. People want to come stay with you like family. They want to come in and stay there and, act like, they contributing, man, telling you what to do, getting in your business. You don't need that shit. You don't need these people trying to formulate ideas about your life. Your life is your own. Whatever you built is something that you should be proud of, a structure that you made, foundations that you built, on your blood, sweat, and tears. Now people trying to come in and claim your shit. It's the same thing like if you hit rich right now, you get out there and develop some new technology and you get paid from it. You got family and friends coming out the woodwork, to tell you, I was there with them. I helped them come up with the idea. You be like, I ain't seen this motherfucker in 30 years. Talking about I was there. Was you there in spirit or something? Shit, because I never seen you, bro. You get these people that win lottery out here, dude, that be homeless. Ain't seen their family in 30 years. Done reached out to them, called, begged to come home. They ain't even did shit. They just fell on hard times. And they were like, oh, you can't. Dude hit the lottery, everybody. He never called. Man, please. I ain't hearing none of that shit. Like I tell you, you don't owe nobody a damn thing. People will reach out to you, beg, and, cry for stuff. Dude, you don't got to give them nothing. Dude, life is a hard-ass teacher. I watch people throw their kids out once they hit 18 and tell them it's God's plan. Shit. Years later, I seen the very same parents throw their kid out, end up needing them. Dude, that shit is real. You don't understand. If you threw me out, shit, that was it. If we ain't talked in 8 or 10 years, what the hell we talking now for? We ain't got nothing to talk about. Now that you need me, you want to talk to me, man? Get out of here. Man, we ain't having that. This is why I say you got to make shit make sense because it never did before any of this. So you got to put people in their place, man. You got to make sure people understand you ain't to be fucked with. You're not to be tolerated. You are who you are. You know, just real talk.